right, this is worksheet 2-6 for the class language of algebra. And if you're in this class, I'm about ready to put up the answers, and you can correct yourself before I show you how I got the answers that I got. If you're not, but you would like to be in this live class, go down in the description and you'll see the link. All right, I'm going to put up the answers now, so go ahead and pause your screens after I put them up. Okay, so here's the answers. I'll just put it on V6 to begin with. I'll wait a couple of seconds, so pause it, and then I'm going to move it down. All right, hopefully you've paused it if you don't have them all corrected, because I'm moving it down so you can see the last two, and I wrote this answer twice, so let me get rid of that. All right. Okay, so hopefully you've paused this if you didn't get those last two, and I'm going to go on to explaining how I got the answers I got. So 5 times, well, I can write multiplication with a parenthesis, and the next language, the sum of, tells me I'm going to be using parentheses. And remember, whatever follows that wording goes inside the parentheses, and sum is the answer to an addition problem. The product of means I got some parentheses going on, and inside that parentheses should be a 6 and an R. Now the product means the answer to a multiplication problem, so it's multiplication inside the parenthesis. The other way you could write it is you could say I don't really need the parenthesis. It's just the 6 times the R. There's nothing else. I only need parentheses when I need to do that before anything else. So I can write it 6R, right? 8 times the sum of, that means that I have some parentheses with addition on the inside. Sum means addition. So the next thing that comes up is 2/3 plus x. Okay, that 8 times, I can put it on the outside. I could also have written it with some other multiplication symbol, but since I already have parentheses, and parentheses mean multiplication, I didn't. 8 plus q. Pretty straightforward. Plus means to add, so it's just 8 plus q. 2 times the product of 9 and r plus 10. So 2 times, I already have parentheses, so I use that. 9 times r on the inside plus 10. Now it says to simplify that. So this could be, when I simplify this, all this together comes out to 18r, and then your plus 10. Can't combine that, right? So k squared means this, k to the second power, plus is translated exactly into a plus. The product of means I have a parenthesis with 6 times w in it, and then plus 3 is the last part. I could have written that like this, because I don't really need this parenthesis. It's still going to be done first, because multiplication is done first in order of operations. So I don't need the parenthesis to let everybody know that it needs to be done first. Now if it was addition, that would be a different story. Doing that addition first would be doing it out of order of operations. So I would need that parenthesis to be able to do it out of the order of operations way. Write an expression for the sum of 1 and twice a number. So inside there should be 1 and twice the number. Do I need the parentheses? No. No, I could leave it without the parentheses. If you let n be any number, will the result always be odd? So let's go ahead and put some numbers in. I'm going to put some positive and negative numbers in, and let's test this. Okay, this one is going to give me an answer of 5. Now I'm going to put 3 in. Let's put 3 in for n. 6 plus 1 is 7. Now I'm going to put 4 in. It's going to be 8 plus 1 is 9. And put 5 in. 10, 11. Okay, so they all came out odd numbers. So yes, if I no matter what I put in for n, it's always going to come out an odd number. So I'm not going to tell you why. I want you to explain this, because we're going to be doing a project where knowing why changes the outcome, okay? So I'm not going to explain why it turns out this way, but I will explain it when we do the project together, okay? So hopefully that's set up to be next week, if not, oh, the week after. All right, so explain it. I'm gonna make you bring this answer up again. I'm gonna like use it as a bell ringer when we do that project, and I will explain why. All right, 1/6 of means multiplication, so I have my 1/6, and that's being multiplied. The sum of, and this is a good example of when I do need parentheses, because addition needs for it to be done before the multiplication, I would need those parentheses. So 5 and m minus the product of 9 and k. So the product of means another set of parentheses, and I put my 9 and k in there. I don't need this set of parentheses. It will be done first just by sheer order of operation. So I could also write it like this. It's up to you. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys in class.